From the home of good quality news, we seek truth, we report truth, and nothing but the truth. My name is Alan Jake Sena, and this is ZNX News. News headline: Oriental Mindoro Heritage Museum hosting displays of various barangay in Calapan City. What's going on, Belle?
Hi there, Alan. Today I am here at Oriental Mindoro Heritage Museum located at Ibaba, Calapan City. Now we are going to witness the beauty of Calapan City through the exhibit of the 6 chosen barangays in the mentioned city. Let's start with Panggalaan and Managpi. Lester?
Thank you, Ate Belle, and now let's welcome to Barangay Panggalaan. Barangay Panggalaan got its name from the Tagalog term Pagala-gala, meaning nomads. During the Spanish reign, people from various places hid in this place to shun the cruelty of the Spaniards. There came the time that the Pagala-gala people, seen in the groups and families, came and settled in this place. Finally, they named the place Panggalaan, the place where the Pagala-gala people resided. In early inhabitants of this barangay were Marcelo Tolentino, Domingo Ramos, Sofriano Soriano, Apolonia Sanchez, and Islao Castillo. The place became an independent barangay in 1970, and its first barangay leaders was Emiliano Robles. It has a total land area of 7.370 square kilometers and consists of the one sitio named Natulo. Now let's proceed to the source of income in this barangay. The primary source of living in Panggalaan is farming. About 100 hectares of the land are planted with palay, bananas, and citrus. Accordingly, 75% of the total population are farmers. The remaining 25% of the residents earn their income as teacher, government employee, veteran, overseas contract worker, sari-sari store owner, vegetable farmer, and tricycle and jeepney operators and drivers. Now, let's welcome to Barangay Managpi, the history of Barangay Managpi. The name of the barangay came from the Tagalog word tagpi-tagpi, which means a distinct characteristic of a kind of skin disease. This kind of skin disease are called buni or ringworm. This was basically rampant among the Mangyans, the first immigrant of the place later on. Managpi was a sitio of Barangay Silunay. Lieutenant Eusebio Azul was the first leader of barangay. The total land area of the place is 8.010 square kilometers with 8 sitios. And now, let's proceed to the source of income in Barangay Managpi. The barangay is basically an agricultural land. The land is planted with a variety of food-producing flora such as palay, banana, and citrus and coconuts. Palay is grown on more than 90% of the arable land.
Thank you, Lester. Now let's welcome to the Barangay Buhuan. History of Barangay Buhuan. According to the old folks, the name of the barangay was derived from buhu, the name of a bamboo tree which was abundantly growing in the area. During early times, the place was a forested area inhabited by the Mangyans. When the Tagalog and the Ilocanos came, the Mangyans returned to the interior part of the island. The area became a barangay in 1950. Its first barangay captain was Felipe Sanchez. The total land area of the barangay is 4.189 square kilometers. The barangay has 6 sitios, namely Rambutan, Manggahan, Indian Mango, Mansanas, Calamansi, and Kamyas. And now let's proceed to the source of income in the barangay Buhuan. Farming is the major source of income for the barangay. The area produces palay, coconut, bananas, and vegetables. Most of the residents are farmers.
Thank you, Claudine. Now, let's move on to the history, source of income, and landmark of the barangay, Batino. According to the old folks, the word Batino was taken from the name of a tree, Batino. It was a straight and tall tree with minimal branches. During the early times, the barangay was not yet developed and there were no signs of improvements. Through the initiative of the residents, the sitio became an independent barangay in 1930. The first barangay leader was Severino Abutar from 1930 to 1956. Today, the barangay can be considered as one of the top barangays of Calapan because of its achievements. Subsisting on the 600 hectares of lands whose primary product is palay, 97% of the residents are engaged in farming. However, while the farmers are waiting for their palay to harvest, 20% of them are engaged in fishing. Shown on my side was the Batino Elementary School, only found at Batino, Calapan City. This school was the only school in this barangay and is a child-friendly school. That's all for Barangay Batino. What do we have in Barangay Gulod, Allen?
Welcome to Barangay Gulod. Let us now talk about the historical background of the aforementioned barangay. Let's go. The word Gulod means a ravenous side of hill. Before World War II, this area was just a sitio of Barangay Silunay. The inhabitants of this area were people from other provinces or barangays such as Lalong Isip, Gueras, and Rabanos, and many others. It became an independent barangay in 1964 under care of Bermudo Perez, the first barangay leader, with a total land area of 4.320 square kilometers. The life of this barangay depends mainly in agriculture. More than one half of the total number of hectares of this barangay are used in agricultural purposes and planted with palay. They also engage in fishing. Some of them has its own sari-sari stores and machine shops. Some of the residents or 5% of the residents of the barangay Gulod are OFW and some of them are working in a cooperative. They are involved in poultry and planting different kinds of vegetables. Some of the residents are tricycle drivers and jeepney drivers. Welcome to Barangay Kamansihan. Now let us talk about the historical background of the aforementioned barangay. The name of the aforementioned barangay was derived from the word kamanse, where this vegetable are growing within in the vicinity. The kamansi or kamansihan, which was copiously gathered in the locality during the World War II, some inhabitants wanted to escape from the rule of Japanese. These were the families of Huanchos Quinones who settled in this place. During that time, Kamansihan is just sitio, which is Sitio Silunay. In 1930, Sitio Batino became barrio and Kamansihan is one of their sitio. While in 1933, Kamansihan became an independent barangay of Calapan City. The land area of the aforementioned barangay is 6,379 square kilometer with 7 sitios. Let us now talk about the source of income of the Barangay Kamansihan. The sources of income for residents of Barangay Kamansihan are farming, planting coconut trees, and planting different fruit-bearing trees. For about 1,000 hectares of this barangay used for agricultural purposes. Other residents has its own poultry, driving tricycle and jeepney, and some of the residents are involved in tailoring.
From the home of good quality news, we seek truth, we report truth, and nothing but the truth. I am Maribel Robles, and this is CNX News.